Ooh, got me, Disney. Ooh. Oh man. Oh man. All right, so let me get this straight. I want to make this I want to make sure I get this in my head, and I want to make sure this is exactly where I'm starting off this video with. Cruella DeVille is a hero. She is supposed to be a hero to all of the young girls watching the new Cruella film, right? She was supposed to be pushed down by the tall fashionista, and now she went off the rails or whatnot, becoming Cruella DeVille instead of whatever her name was. But so I just want to get that straight. That's pretty much what you all want. That was the reasoning behind making the Cruella movie, was to just show this character in a different light, even though we've all seen 101 Dalmatians and we know exactly where this character's going. You all felt like it was necessary to just explain her backstory to us. That's fine, but I just want to get that out of the way, that is where we're headed towards in media. I mean, I know we have superheroes, and I know we have things that I guess boys love, because Marvel's had their run, and we have had years of Marvel films, and I guess that just doesn't quite cut it for young girls. They need more. They need princesses and queens, of course, and they need those characters to be doing grand things and have great movies and stories. But unfortunately, I guess Hollywood can't really, pull out stories like that out of their ass, of just fresh stories about queens or princesses. So now we're going to revert to taking all those princesses and queens that we've made already that happen to be villains. We're just going to take them and make them a little younger, and when they're younger, we'll just have them do whatever it is that they did before they got to where they're at. I don't know if that's a good thing to do. I know that Disney has got a lot of money right now, and they just need to find something, I guess, to make, but I don't know if this is the route to do it. So with Cruella, right? Emma Stone came out and said that the only reason that movie is not doing very well is because she couldn't smoke a cigarette on set. Like, I mean, not on set, but like in the movie. She couldn't have her iconic Cruella DeVille cigarette stick. Like, what the fuck does that even mean? Like, really? Like, you're saying that you want to smoke? We already knew she smoked, but you don't have to. But I guess to make sure that it is Cruella DeVille, you should be smoking. But that's not something that you should be doing in front of like kids, right? I mean, if you're gonna have this movie being centered towards young adults, or I'm sorry, not young adults, younger kids, older kids, we'll put them in like the 13 to 17 bracket. We won't even put them at 18 yet, because obviously this movie is made for people that are in junior high or like in elementary school. You want to be smoking and trying to make that like a cool thing, like, because in Cruella, she's obviously coming up and discussing how cool it is to be cruel and fuck everything and fuck this and fuck you. But at the same time, it's like, all right, well, is that how we want our young daughters to live? Like, to know that all women are bitches, but only some of them are worth getting to the top, or they can actually get to the top? I mean, it doesn't make any sense, like, I don't think that should be something we should be showing our kids. Like, we don't need to just try to make all these origin stories for all these villains that we know, the older kids of the mid-generation. I was born in the early 90s, so the 90s kids that are already having kids and starting their families, we know these stories, we know who these characters are. So it's like, to turn them around and all of a sudden be like, oh no, we have to be sympathetic for them, you have to feel for them. You don't even know what they went through to get to where they were at. Don't you want to know why they were villains? It's like, we didn't care. We don't need to just rehash and re-pull out all these old stories. We have superheroes and stuff for boys, and we have a lot more, it seems like, for boys, but you can just you can make new characters. I don't mean to say remake, but everything's being redone and remade. But it's like, you don't have to remake things. You can just make fresh new characters. I laugh because, we have, like, an example, James Bond. James Bond is a misogynistic, main action star character. He's been around for 30 plus years, and that is who he is, what he does, what he is about. You cannot all of a sudden say that he is going to be a black chick or a black guy. You can, but it just, to the fandom, it's not fair. It just doesn't make sense. So what? The females get upset, right? Or the women will get upset that, oh my God, okay, we don't like Bond anymore because he's misogynistic and we need a female Bond. It's like, well, unfortunately, that's who James Bond is. So you can't really change that. You can end the series and not have 007 anymore, but you cannot change who he is at the core of who he is. if women don't know, we had Atomic Blonde come out in like 2017, 2016. It was like 2016, 2017, 2018. The movie Atomic Blonde with Charlize Theron. That movie was fucking awesome. The fight scenes were great. The choreography of all the action was great. A female character that was a spy, and she went through a bunch of shit, fighting people, fighting war games or whatever. The sound effects were great, and all the fights. She got fucked up, but she fucking prevailed. You had Lucy, where she got injected with that whatever it was, the electronic serum, and it she just became fucking Superwoman and turned into fucking digital pixels. There's been so many things that are fresh ideas that we've made. There's no reason to try to change and rebrand things that we've made already. It just doesn't make any sense. If we have all these young filmmakers coming up, there's no reason for them to be making old things that we've already perfected through the 80s and 90s and 2000s. Like, they need to be coming up with their own things. They need new shows, new movies. I know that, we have like the Raya the Last Dragon and whatnot, and that Luca movie, so those are kind of original. You can mess with that, I guess, but it's still, when it comes to like action and adventure movies, it is unfortunate that we really don't have that many characters for girls. I understand, I made a video earlier about like manga and comic books, how unfortunately a lot more boys are into comic books than girls. So people feel now that they need to gender bend those characters to better fit girls. But it's not really fair if those girls are gender bending themselves into men. It's like, who are you really making the characters for? Guys or for girls? You can't just make them thinking you're making them for both like you used to, because when you used to, they were good ideas. Now they're not. They're just these really weird rubber band colored or rainbow characters, that you can flick it and they might go far or they might just hit the ground. But it's unfortunate that they're trying to make these characters live action, because it's bad enough people probably won't read them, but if you put it on the big screen and people watch them, they're going to critique them, they're going to mock them. So it's best to make something new and possibly have people love it than remake something old and have people really fucking hate it. I feel like there's a good line you can go on between, like, I'm not sure if I don't know if any other remakes are coming out, but I know that they're making a Borderlands video. The video game of Borderlands is coming out, and I don't know if it's maybe because of the success of The Witcher, but it's like, all right, I don't think that needed to be a movie. I love Borderlands, but I don't know how that's gonna go. That was a pretty balls to the wall action adventure game, and I don't know, and it had female characters in it, which was why it was a great game. But I don't know how they're gonna bring that to the light. Excuse me, I had a cough real quick. I don't know how they're going to bring that to the live screen, but Max Payne the movie sucked. I forget what other video game movies have came out as of late that have not been very good. Monster Hunter wasn't that great. So I don't know how Borderlands is going to work, and I can't believe that they were like, hey, we should make this. That could be an animated Disney Plus show. You can make an animated show of Borderlands, and that'd be great. There's no reason to make a live action. Make it a series first and see how it goes. Borderlands has a pretty specific fan base. There's no reason to make it all weird and political and have everyone not like it anymore. I don't know. Maybe I'm speaking out of my ass. But when Jumanji came out, I made a video that totally called that shit, that how it was gonna be. Yeah, I must have like deleted it, or maybe it was in like my story, but I don't know, it didn't stay. But this was back in 2016 when they first released like the image of it, and they were like, oh, look at this, we're so excited for the Jumanji sequel. But I gotta say, it looked fucking ridiculous. I couldn't believe it. I was like, okay, The Rock, it's like whatever, he's kind of buff, he looks like some type of jungle explorer, whatever. Then you had Jack Black, and it's just like, all right, I guess he looks kind of cool, he's like the scientist guy. Then you had the chick from Doctor Who, and I mean, she's kind of hot, so it works, it's good to have a female character. And then you had Kevin Hart, and I was like, he's like a black guy. It's just like, I hope he's not in there for humor. And that's exactly what it was. Kevin Hart was there for humor. The Rock was there because he was like some buff-ass safari dude. The chick was there literally because she was just hot. And they were like, oh, we need like some hot actress. And she does love video games and stuff, so I understand. And Jack Black was actually a chick trapped in a guy's body. It was so stupid. I could not believe it. But I wish I had the video of me actually talking about it. But I just figured I'd put this in there instead. So here you go. But honestly, I don't know what the fuck that was when I had watched it in theaters. I think I fell asleep through half of it and woke up near the end and was like, what the fuck, was that Jumanji? And unfortunately, I was fucking right, because the remake was horrible. Can't believe they made him get sucked into a game that in the very original Jumanji, Robin Williams said, I've been in a place that would scare you kids. I've been in a place that would make you like cry, fear for your life. I've fought animals and creatures and things from the depths of who knows where in that game. And in the remake, you got freaking Reyes Darby in a truck, automated CPU. Hi, good day, welcome to Jumanji. You need to find the article and you need to set the game free and reset us and then you'll be good to go, alright? Like, what is that? And then the character that's supposed to play Alan, oh yeah, I got a tree house. I've been in this game for years, but it's alright, you know, I'm surviving. It's like, what the fuck? I'm sorry, but when that movie came out, I immediately had very low expectations for any remake of any 90s movie or any 80s movie or any 2000s movie that I liked. Like straight remake or continuation bullshit, because that was a continuation. That wasn't even a remake. I would not call that a remake because I think they referenced all the characters, or they referenced like the game beforehand. So it's like, I guess you can just remake the story, but I don't see it as I don't see it as a continuation of the story. I completely see it as they just, you know, hashed out a new one. But either way, pretty much I'm just trying to say that I don't know who our heroes are anymore. Here we have just heroes and martyrs now. You know, we have just people that are just, we already knew were villains, and we need to understand, oh, you know what, maybe it was a good thing that happened to them that made them become that villain. They actually fell from grace, and we need to understand what that grace period was, because we don't know. We just saw the animated film. You know, like I said with Cruella, we knew Cruella was a bitch and she wanted to kill those dogs, but we never knew why. Why did she do that? We never really quite knew. And now, you know what? We know. And unfortunately, it's kind of bullshit. But you know what? Whatever. I hope that this shows Disney that we do not need remakes like that. We need fresh characters with good morals, good sensibility, and just fun, you know, adventures and action and stuff that our kids will enjoy, and stuff that we as the younger adults will enjoy and actually go to and watch and be like, you know what, this is fucking awesome. Not like, wow, I just spent money on this. You know, like, come on guys. I heard that they wanted to put Fast and the Furious. Universal wants to make a Fast and the Furious and like a Jurassic World crossover. I swear to God, Universal, if you do that, I will never go to Universal Studios again. I would never go again. Oh gosh, I would never go again. It'd be so ridiculous. Like, there's nothing dinosaurs can stop. If there's one thing dinosaurs can't stop, it's family. Which is true. Jurassic Park 1, kids didn't die. They were family. Jurassic Park 1, two kids didn't die. They were brother and sister. Jurassic Park 2, The Lost World, the whole family survived, except for like people on the team here and there. Jurassic Park 3, him and his wife, William H. Macy, and his wife survived. Everyone survived. In Jurassic World, the kids, brothers, survived. It's never like one of them dies to make like this heart-wrenching scene like it would if they made it in Japan or something crazy, or Germany. One of them would definitely be eaten, and everyone would just be like, oh my God, no, and they'd survive, and there'd be like a memorial, and it'd be like Jurassic Park. But yeah, so I just wanted to discuss that because I don't know, and I just hope that Hollywood gets their stuff together. I thought the Oscars like failing would have been like a wake-up call, but I guess the wake-up call doesn't hit yet because all these movies were delayed. We could have maybe had Cruella last year, and now that we have it now, we're all complaining like a year ahead. Remember, we've been in a pandemic, folks, so we're all a little shaken up, so we just need some good quality content to like lift us out of these dark times that we are in. But like I always say, where would we be without the darkness? This has been the Craig Lee Lawrence Experience. You have a fantastic day. Oh my God, and then of course, you know, thanks to the power of YouTube, you get, oh God damn it, God fucking damn it.